Hello. So today I'm going to talk about peer pressure and decision making in adolescence. Here's the definition of peer pressure. Peer pressure is the pressure to think or behave in a way that matches peers' opinions. There are two kinds of pressure. The first one is direct pressure and other one's indirect pressure. For example, Husky is 14 years old, high school student, freshman in the high school. Then one day one of his classmates told him, "Let's smoke some marijuana." I heard marijuana is a fun stuff, and this is where Husky received the direct pressure from peer that things like encouragement and persuasion to engage in some behaviors. And if uh, Hus- Husky thinks that, oh, I better smoke marijuana with him, otherwise, uh, he wouldn't play with me or he wouldn't think I'm a cool guy. That's indirect pressure, like the urge to fit in. There are several cause factors of peer pressure. The first one, urge to fit in, and the second one is prefrontal cortex is not fully developed yet in at the stage of adolescence, and the other factor could be identity formation. Here's the topics, the relevance to psychotherapy. So in this case, when we are dealing with peer pressure as a therapy, uh, therapies could help adolescents to enhance their emotion regulations, to engage in more rational thinking and less impulsivity, to help them to do safer or more rational decision, like safer decision making. And I found there are two theories related to my topic. The first one is the Piaget cognitive development theory. The theory stated that adolescence is a stage of formal operational thinking. It means that adolescents start to thinking and start to think rationally, but at this point, uh, the brain is still not fully developed yet. So uh, adolescents have the inability to make full rational decision. The second theory is Erikson psychosocial development theory. He stated that this is a stage of identity, adolescence, and well, adolescents usually rely on their peers to form their identity, so they have the urge to fit in. They have also have the urge to be accepted by their peers. I did some research on the topic, and here are my three findings related to the topics. The first one, adolescents are more likely to engage in risky behaviors when peers are present, which means when they are around peers, they are more they do more impulsive thinking and engaging in risky behaviors. And another finding is that peers feedback like the feedback from peers influence the adolescents more than parents feedback, which means adolescents are more vulnerable to peers at this stage. And also, peer pressure is one of the main factors of substance use behaviors at the age of adolescence. And these are the developmental influences. There are three factors I want to talk about. The first one is biological factors, is about the prefrontal cortex. So this part of the brain are in charge of making decisions and also in impulsive impulsivity and um at this point at the stage of adolescence, this part of the brain is develop still developing and also developing slow compared to other part of the brain. And this is also the reason why adolescents are more likely to engage in risky behaviors because the impulsivity and psychological factors, as I talked about, the identity formation. Uh, like at this point, adolescents are forming some kind of the identity that need to be accepted by peers to feel the sense of belonging. And last one, social factors, as the previous funding I talked about, um, peers affect adolescents more than the parents. And the impact on individuals and society related to this topics is impulsivity, like substance use and unsafe sex, any kind of that risk behaviors um, might be due to the peer pressure and also poor rational thinking because at the stage of adolescence, uh, teenagers usually having a hard time to regulate all the emotions and uh, they do less rational thinking. They do more emotional thinking at the point. And also, peer pressure could lead to poor academic performance. For example, at the high school, maybe teenager thinking that uh, spending a lot of time on studying is a nerd behavior, and this could lead to poor academic performance due to the peer pressure. Here are some interventions or applications related to the topic. The first one, school program. There are school program to help adolescents to be more resist to peer pressure. Uh, the example is the drug abuse resistance education that teaches adolescents how to say no to drug use. And also CBT would help peer pressure because in the session therapy could do some role playing with adolescents in like real time, real world scenario that help teenagers to identify the peer pressure and be aware of the peer pressure. And last, to help them resist peer pressure as well. In conclusion, most of adolescents have experienced peer pressure. Peer pressure could put adolescents at multiple risks. And as a therapy, I think we should understand that uh, it is frequent and normal to receive peer pressure at the stage of adolescence, and providing help and interventions to help adolescents to build more resilience to peer pressure and engaging more rational decision making. Thank you. These are the references.